Hi, Nappy 192 here. Turns out I fucked up. I did this entire commentary pronouncing the new legendary Pokemon's name wrong, so forgive me! Forgive me! Don't make an ass out of me in the comment section. I realized the error in my ways and my mistake, but I didn't want to record the entire thing all over again because it was like a perfect take. So besides that, you guys, I hope you enjoy. Here you go. What's good, YouTube? Nappy192 here, back again once again. Today we have some more Pokemon X and Pokemon Y news and information for you guys. Now, the game is about a week away, so you know everything's been done leaked, and if it hasn't leaked yet, it's about to leak. So be prepared for spoilers, quote unquote. If you're gonna click on this video knowing that it's Pokemon X and Y information, you should be prepared for spoilers. So I don't want to hear shit from anybody in the comment section about spoilers. Okay, another one on the same page. Let's go and get into this. Apparently, the Pokemon Z, quotation marks, Z is nowhere near confirmed at all, but the Pokemon Z legendary Pokemon has been leaked. Someone caught it, and it is called Zygarde. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. That's my initial pronunciation of it. But of course, anything involving brand new names, whether it's shit that it's based off of, which we're gonna talk about here in a little bit in this video, or just anything period, I'm probably gonna mispronounce because it's brand new. But either way, it's called Zygarde, and this ties right into the entire Norse, I can never say that right, the entire Norse mythology myth thing that everyone's been saying since the very beginning of X and Y when it first leaked. As a matter of fact, I was one of the people that did a video on it like 10 months ago or some shit like that when everyone first started talking about it. Basically, the myth that it states is something about like a tree of life in Norse mythology, and Yveltal represents like there's like birds at the top of the tree or some shit, and then on like the Midgard Earth realm there's like deers that are running around, and that's supposed to be Xerneas. And then of course beneath the tree in what's supposed to be like the 7 or 8 different regions of hell or the underworld or whatever, there's a snake that's caught in the roots of the tree. And of course Game Freak flipped the script a little bit. Everything's not black and white, everything's not super parallel to each other, you know, like a carbon copy to the myth. Of course, Xerneas is more like life, which is okay, that's fine, everything's good. And then like Yveltal's more like a bird of prey. It's more like evil and devilish and all that shit, which doesn't exactly line up with the birds in the Tree of Life, but still, what they are is somewhat parallel to the Norse myth. Now when it comes to the Zygarde here, I'm gonna go ahead and read this Pokédex description for you. It says, it's hypothesized that it's monitoring those who destroy the ecosystem from deep in the cave where it lives. Now, why is it in the cave? Why is it stuck in the cave? Why doesn't it come out? Why isn't it going around? You know, Yveltal's flying through the air, Xerneas is all in the woods, but this motherfucker is stuck in a cave. The Norse myth says that the snake is trapped in the roots of the tree. So again, there's that somewhat of a parallel. I'm not saying that it's black and white carbon copy like that, but there's just that idea there that Game Freak pulled their inspiration from this. But of course, there's, I don't know how many off the top of my head, but there's lots of different snakes and theories, or not theories, but snakes and myths in Norse mythology and whatnot. I know there's some giant snake that Thor battled or some shit, where it's like it was wrapped around the world because it grew so large, and if it let go of its tail, then all chaos would unearth itself. Some shit like that. So there's multiple different snakes in Norse mythology. So there's multiple different areas that this could have been based off of. Zygarde could have been based off of, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it still sticks with that Tree of Life theory. But outside of everything that could have been based off of, let's go down to the facts and what we see from these leaked screenshots. I shouldn't use the word facts, because it's just leaks for right now. You know, for all we know, all this could be fake. Game Freak could have pulled the wool over our eyes, leaking a whole bunch of fake shit. But assuming that is true, Zygarde is a Dragon Ground Pokemon. Initial impression, I love that. I love that absolutely. I love Garchomp. I love Garchomp's typing. I love it. I know it's 4 times weak to ice and all that shit. You know, everything has its downside. You can't pull at everything and just be negative and pull on what's bad about it. You know, I enjoy the fact that it's Dragon Ground. I like that. I like its typing a lot. But it makes sense for it to be Dragon Ground. You know, it's trapped in a cave. That's where it's supposed to be. You know. So Dragon Ground, 16 feet tall or long, I guess. Its weight is 672.4 pounds. We already went over its Pokédex description. Let's check out its abilities, its stats, and its movesets. It's got decent HP. Again, Dragon Ground. When the person caught it was at level 70, proving that it's a legendary, because you normally don't run into Pokemon that high in the wild unless they flip the script in X and Y. But you know, Dark could also fit its typing. I could see that because it knows Crunch. But of course it's in the cave, so it's Dragon Ground. Crunch, Earthquake, Camouflage, which I'm guessing is a new move, and Dragon Pulse. So, a lot of people are upset because 6th Gen seems to be filling the field with dragons left and right. You see dragon here, dragon there, dragon here, dragon there. Mega Evo's got a dragon form. And now we have a new dragon legendary. I think it's only natural for us to have a dragon legend in each gen, because dragons are the second smallest group out there. And even with them being the second smallest group out there, a majority of them are legendary. So that was a given that we're going to get dragon type legendary. And with just the shape of this Pokemon and the fact that it's green, because you know they kind of have common themes, red, blue, green, and the fact that they're going back to 1st gen a whole lot, pulling on a whole lot of the older generation's themes, red, blue, and green all over again. And of course, green could, Pokemon Z could very well be green with Zygarde here on the cover. The nigga's name starts with a Z. Xerneas with an X, Yveltal with a Y, Zygarde with a Z, and it's green. So everything leads to this being the Pokemon Z legendary Pokemon. And overall, you guys, I like him. I like him a lot. I don't know who. I don't want to go ahead and jump to conclusions and say that he's my favorite just yet, but just off the first initial screenshots that we're seeing here, I really like Zygarde. I really like him, not just because of his typing or his moveset or his ability or anything about it, just straight off design. I like him a lot. I really, really do. For now, I think until I actually get to play the games and use them, him and Yveltal are tied for me for favorite legend from 6th Gen that we've seen so far. Xerneas, I'm not a huge Xerneas fan. I'm not hating on Xerneas, just not a huge fan. But I like him. I like him a lot. I like his color scheme. I like everything about him just from initial impression. Like I said, I haven't played with him yet. Of course I haven't played with him yet. 6th Gen's not out yet. But still, you guys get what I'm saying. I enjoy him. I like him. I think it's a great idea. A lot of people are dissing and playing down or trying to put down the 6th Gen Pokemon that have been released so far, saying that they're unoriginal and yada yada, this and that. I'm very optimistic about 6th Gen and I can't wait to play them. So, with 7 days left, basically 6 now, with 6 days left, a little under a week left to go, let me know what you guys think about everything from X and Y released so far, especially the new potential Pokemon Z Legendary here, Zygarde, and smash that like button for me if you are hyped for the new games. But with that being said, you guys, thank you for checking out the video. You know me, YouTube, Nappy192. I'm out.